Eamonn Holmes has revealed he felt humiliated as his co-star Isabel Webster was forced to help him through the crowds while reporting on the Queen's funeral outside Buckingham Palace last month. The broadcaster, 62, is currently recovering from back surgery after suffering long-term difficulties, previously telling of his battle with chronic back pain after a dislocated pelvis led to 3 slipped discs. And joining the show on Wednesday via video from him home following his operation last week, Eamonn reflected on how he felt with Isabel, 39, having to assist him as he stumbled and struggled on his crutch during the presenting stint, telling her, "It was an issue for me." As they chatted through their coverage of the Queen's death and subsequent funeral in September, Isabel reflected that they were up against the crowds, explaining, "There was a pack of around 8 people wide, walking, all trying to see the royal procession, and we were going against the crowd arm in arm, and it was a long walk." Praising his pal for helping him, Eamonn then said, "You're one of my dearest friends in life, Isabel, and you go above and beyond the call of duty. I mean, there is such a beautiful heart with you. But I mean, it was humiliating for me. You took me through that crowd. And I stumbled a few times, and my leg gave way a few times. And after that I was a bit humiliated, really. You didn't make any issue of it, but it was an issue for me." The star added of the experience, "She was my crutch and it was quite embarrassing." Eamonn, who is married to loose women's Ruth Langsford, 62, told how Isabel's kind actions convinced him to finally go under the knife. Detailing the lead-up to his operation, the former This Morning host added, "I've been living with this injury for 18 months. And 4 times surgeons have said to me, 'No, Therese, a 20% risk of this going wrong. We're not going to do it, let it heal itself.' But it wasn't healing itself, and they found a surgeon who felt neurosurgery would help. It just got to the stage where I thought, I want my life back. You convinced me that day that I've got to try something. But this isn't so much about me, this is about people who have lower back injuries and live with chronic pain. I live with it. There are so many people who suffer from this, and they have to suffer in silence. I want to try and speak up for them if I can. There's just so many people who don't have hope, people who have got pain and they know that it's not going to go away. So, if you are suffering from chronic pain, I send my sympathy to you." Eamonn later went on to tell viewers that he will find out next week if his surgery was a success or not. Last month, Eamonn told how he was praying ahead of the operation, which will relieve pressure on his static nerves. He told The Express, "It's an operation that carries a 20% risk of going wrong, but such is the pain and restrictions that I have been suffering for the past 18 months, I've decided it is a risk I am willing to take. In fact, it's a risk I want to take because, at this moment in time, nothing could seem worse than the constant pain that runs through my lower back and legs." He said that he prays that God will guide his surgeon's hand this week to help him get back to the man he used to be. He went on to reveal to the publication that the agony can be so intense that sleep is sometimes his own escape. He added that someone can be surrounded by family and friends, but that severe pain can feel like your companion. Before saying that he hopes his recovery can offer hopes to those who can no longer deal with their depression and anger with chronic pain.